I'm going to give you a couple of our inside tips on the easiest way to kind of get started, the safest way. First, I recommend a helmet and a safety vest. You can also get those at NeilPryde. We have some of the best in the industry. There's a lot to it, but if you take it super slow, it's completely achievable for anybody out there. So this is our Glide Large. It's our slowest, most liftiest wing, most stable. That's what I'd recommend if it was your first time and you're getting going. It's going to be a really slow speed, high lift, so it's a good, stable beginner foil setup. These foils are like an airplane wing underwater. So if you ever take your hand, stick it outside your window of the car door and you're driving 60 miles an hour and you turn it, it reacts super fast. So this is the same thing underwater. When I first start, I don't want to foil. All I want to do is ride the board on top of the water. And how I do that is by keeping all my weight more forward. So if this is a foil right here and I have my board right here, I keep my weight in front of the big wing. What that does is it keeps the foil from coming up. So you're trying to literally keep the board on the water, and all I'm trying to do is get comfortable with this weird leverage that's underneath the water. So I keep my weight on my front foot. If anything, you can take your armpit and kind of put it over your front knee. That keeps your weight forward. As I start to feel that and I'm riding and I'm starting to feel that, okay, I have pretty good control. Now the second the board releases, all the water that's grabbed onto it releases. So it becomes very fast and very smooth, but also a little more unstable because now you're up on foil. So the goal is, don't try to just come up and ride as high as you can. Just barely let yourself come up and try to keep it within a half a foot to a foot off the water. And then your safety is always forward. So shift that weight forward the second it comes up and I put the board back down on the water. And I just make these slow baby movements to just slowly let it fly. Crucial things to look for. If I go and instantly the board comes up out of the water, my weight is too far back. I want to make sure my weight is forward. I want to keep that board down and I want to slowly let it come up, keep it at a nice within a foot distance and put it back down on the water. Get the control of just little flights and build your way into bigger and bigger flights and longer. Don't try to turn, don't try to do anything crazy in the beginning. Just try to foil at a very low level. We don't want to be full height of the foil. We want to be super nice and low. This much movement right here, that's like a triple backflip. The movements on a foil are very minimal. If anything, it's a very tiny shift. And what you want to do is you want to start too far forward and slowly come back. The second I feel it go, I go forward because what happens is all the drag is released and it wants to come up super fast. So I want it right away counterbalance and just lock it in and try to just balance on it. Take your time, wear your helmets and impact vests, and just build your way up. Behind a boat, make sure you go super slow. If your buddy's used to somebody wakeboarding, it's super slow, like way slower than you could ever imagine. It's very important to remember behind a boat. If you're surfing or catching a wave, keep that board down, stand up on the board, then get it to come up. If you're on a windsurfer, same thing. Keep the board down, ride it around for a while. Whatever you're doing, build your way up. This is hands down one of the easiest foils in the industry to learn on. I highly recommend it. Just take it safe, take it slow, and you're gonna have the time of your life, and soon enough you'll be like Laird Hamilton.